name is Tyrone Cunningham. I came across the country. I was born in West Virginia, ended up in Seattle, Washington through technology. And I work for Technology Access Foundation, providing STEM education to kids of color to prepare them for college, okay? I just want to challenge you all to, and I told you guys in our room, to do a mirror check, okay? Wake up, look in the mirror, and recognize the person that you're looking at, that you see in the mirror, okay? And make a change. Set a goal, make a change, okay? That's the person, if you make the wrong mistake, that's the person going to suffer the consequences, okay? Challenge yourself, look in the mirror, make a change, and you can make a difference in what you do, okay?
That's right.
Most of you know me, you see me at lunch. I'm Coach Johnson. I'm the head boys basketball coach here at Stanley. At Stadium. I'm also elementary teacher at Stanley. I've been there for 27 years. I think most of you know that I played college, had a pretty good career. I was a coach at Featherweight High School for many, many years. Some of you may not know this, and some of my players don't know this. I was in the military for 2 years. I was in military intelligence. Most of you go to college, if not all of you go to college. If you go to the military, if you're clean records, there's something called a security clearance. And if you get that, there's a whole different level of world is open to you. So don't think it's just all about athletics. Athletics helped me a lot. We talk about mentors. I had a mentor back in 7th grade. His name is Mr. Van Vleck. That's how long ago it was, 50 years ago almost. 40-something years. He got a bunch of us guys and said, you guys are going to do this, you're going to do it this way. And we had a very good team in high school, and all of our guys remembered that one teacher in 7th and 8th grade, Mr. Van Vleck. So find someone that's going to help you get to the next level. Thank you.
I'm Coach Ford, head football coach here at Stadium. I know a lot of you guys, and it's really neat to see all of you guys in one room. A lot of you guys know that I played collegiately, I played arena football for a long time, I coached college football for the better part of 10 years. And so I've been able to travel the country, live in probably I think like 6 or 7 different states. But one thing you guys don't know about me is, I came from a family that had pretty much nothing. And I was the first person in my entire family on either side, my mom's side or my dad's side, to go to college, and then I was the first to graduate from college. But that, don't clap for that, because to me that's what's expected. My mom instilled in us very young. We got a small Filipino mom about this tall, and she instilled in us at the very beginning of life that if you can get an education, you can help further your dreams. And what I'm more proud of is that I was the first, but because of watching me do it, both my middle brother and my youngest brother both graduated from college too. So we're the first 3 people in our entire family to graduate. Guys, I can promise you, it doesn't matter what your circumstance, doesn't matter where you start today, it's all about where you're going to be tomorrow. And if you set some goals, like some of these gentlemen already said, that's the only way you're going to be able to accomplish those goals, is to set them and work towards them. If you don't ever set them, what do you work to? So I appreciate all you guys, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing all you guys again on campus.
My name is Everett Adams, and I'm the owner of Systems Consulting. I'm a consultant. My wife and I own this business, and we've been in Tacoma for 15 years. It's the only time we've ever owned a business in it. And we actually live here, drive here, earn our income here. We've been able to expand out into states like California, Colorado, and also in Washington, D.C. I grew up in Compton, California. Woo! I was in Los Angeles with the Watch Live County. You guys may not even know about that. I grew up at a time when it was just tough to be a young man. There's so much tugging at you to stay on the right path to get to where you want to go. All the things that you guys may be experiencing right now that's causing difficulties, consider those the challenges that give you energy to push you forward. Okay? Try to take that energy and use it to turn it into something positive in your life. Every one in our class, I asked them, did they have someone who they looked up two, or either they challenged each other all the time. Iron sharpening iron, and did they have an individual that they felt accountable to? Somebody should admit, everybody in my class said that they had somebody that they trusted with how they handled themselves. Help each other, keep each other out of trouble. Say, come on, man, I didn't see you at school yesterday. Come on back to school. We got something for you. There was a general consensus that we could probably do some work in the teacher areas here in the classroom. And also, it's just not just teachers, it's also students, so it's both sides of the story here, okay? I went to college, got my degree. I hope all of you guys are looking forward to the day that you can go to school. If you're not going to go to school, have a plan to go someplace. That's what's most important. We did a survey in our room, I think there was only 2 of us left that didn't know what we wanted to do. But by the time we started out with 6 that didn't know what they wanted to do, came down to 2 between the session was over that only knew what they wanted to do. But have a plan to go someplace. You're young enough that you can change the direction any way you want to. You don't have to keep going down the same path. You can't change your mind, okay? But I think you guys got a wonderful school here, and most of all, you guys got a principal there.
He does.
Can we give him a... So, keep it strong, okay?
Excuse me for not getting up, I have a little cast on my lips, I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna be very brief because I want to hear more about what you have to say. That's real important to me. My name is Patrick Johnson, I'm the Director of Equity and Academic Excellence for the district here, and I'm so pleased that you are helping us to make history today.
Yes.
Stadium is
right.
making history today.
right.
You are the first to do that. So much for participating in. I'm just going to tell you one thing about myself. Military family, so I grew up traveling all over the place with my parents. 14 different schools, first through 12. So I know if I can do it, 14 different school settings, you can do it here at Stadium. Thanks so much for being here.
I know a lot of you guys, and that's Pastor Farr. So I'm in Tacoma Wood, born and raised, grew up in South End, went to Baker Middle School, went to Floss High School, back in Floss is actually something. I kind of was my principal back then. So for me, it went to college, had some issues, got into some trouble with some of my professors at the college I originally went to. So I did the right thing, transferred to new school where I could start over again, start fresh. Actually ended up getting 2 bachelor's degrees, one in physical education, one in health education. So from this area, it's totally possible to do, and I know you guys can do it.
Yes, hello, I'm Dorian Walter. I do a number of things. However, I am a state commissioner, the state African American Affairs Commission. So I meet with the governor's office, if not every week, then a few times in a month to discuss issues involving African Americans. I'm originally from Cincinnati. However, I grew up in the Army, so like yourself, I probably transferred from my school in a year. But in saying all that, I learned how to stay focused despite the constant changes and also challenging what I wanted to do through a lot of strife. I actually had a little brother who passed away years ago. And so for me at the time, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. But I knew that I wanted to stay alive. So I would say this. At the end of the day, even if you are unsure about what you are wanting to do, always know that you have to keep pushing forward.
My name is George Jr. and I am the Senior Director of Security and Labor Relations for Fort Tacoma. And I'm also responsible for all the operations out there. So I'll just tell you one quick thing about my diet. I grew up in Chicago, New York City, grew up in a 6-room apartment with my sister. I was the first one to go to college as well. I got out because I got a scholarship to play, but I played in Nebraska football. But more importantly than that, the way I came up, and I have a very checkered past. You can overcome anything you want to overcome. So today, when the coach was talking about security clearance, I carry the highest level of security clearance with the U.S. military, Department of Transportation, and FBI, because if something happens in a national emergency, I'm responsible for helping the military deploy troops from the Port of Tacoma. And it's an extensive background. It literally turned me inside out. And I'm very proud of that because it took me a great deal of work to get to that point. But that's just what I do for a living. But what's more important today is what I shared with the young men in our group, is never let anyone define who you are. Because if you let someone define who you are, you will not be successful. You will find other ways to define who you are. Much like was already said, look in the mirror today, who you are, what you want to be. And I'm also a proud father today.
Hey guys, my name is Chris Spider. I work for the YMCA. I oversee a lot of team programs for the YMCA. I'm also a AAU basketball coach in the area of coaching high school basketball for a number of years. Also do a program called the Brotherhood in elementary, middle, and high school. So what I'm going to ask, I didn't even say it for a second, so I'm going to ask everybody to stand up for me real quick. And we're going to say a phrase that we do in the Brotherhood, and I'm going to ask you to participate, put aside being cool, and you listen to the words that are being said. I want you to put your right hand up, I want you to repeat after me, and I'm going to ask everybody to stand up. Because we're in this together. So right hands up, stand up like an exclamation point, because we're going to make a statement. Here we go. I'm your brother.
I'm your brother.
I have a responsibility.
I have a responsibility
To myself.
to myself
And to others.
and to others.
Respect.
Respect.
Honesty. Caring.
Caring.
Our values.
Values.
I must have.
I must have.
It's my foundation.
It's my foundation.
I will succeed.
I will succeed
By design.
by design,
Not by chance.
not by chance.
Adversity
Adversity
doesn't define me.
doesn't define me.
I choose to overcome it.
I choose to overcome it.
It does. I'm a brother.
I'm a brother.
Shake somebody's hand, this Christ is love.
Love it, love it, love it. Choo.
Hello, I'm Michael Knuckles. I'm the assistant principal at Jason Middle School. But I'd like to share with you a little bit, like this gentleman on the platform here. I come from humble beginnings. I share with my group today. I'm from a family of 10, 6 girls, 4 boys. I was the first of my family to go to college. What I'd like to leave with you is during my college experience, I graduated with a 3.8 grade point average. So
Yeah.
I'm a cum laude graduate. Also, I am a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
You know?
Maybe you've heard of us. We're the first Black Greek fraternity founded in 1906 at Cornell University. And one of our projects, we have Project Alpha, meaning go to high school, go to college. So I'm here to motivate you, to instill in you that if you can believe it, you can achieve it. And I also have the honor of having worked in on all spectrums. I've been an assistant principal at the elementary level, middle school level, and the high school level. I was at Science and Math Institute, and I've known the principal for a number of years. So best of luck to you guys in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Hello, good morning to all of you. My name is Gabriel Madison. I just want to say I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. I knew Coach Arquette, or I call him Coach Arquette still, back in high school when he was Foster's football coach and our math teacher in a predominantly African American class, and he was preaching that message 15 years ago about how to get men of color to pass math and other courses. So I'm just happy to see his vision finally come to life. And I went to high school with Miss Natalie Hart, and I'm just happy to see all of this coming to fruition right now. But listen, I have a lot about my life that I could say that's interesting. We can tell a lot of stories, but I'm just going to keep it short. Came from humble beginnings, like a lot of the gentlemen here on this stage.